What's up everyone, V here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Marvel Legends Ursa Major Build-A-Figure Wave, Ultron, aka the greatest villain of all time. Yeah, Ultron is my favorite, villain of all time. Marvel villain, any type of villain. He's my favorite. I love him so much. I love cool robots, and he was one of the first villains I was ever introduced to, because when I was younger, I watched the movie, I think, called The Next Avengers. He was the main villain, and from that moment onward, I just was in love with this character. Loved him in Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Liked him. Think he's pretty good in Avengers Assemble. Although, I know it's a hot take, but I really liked him in the MCU, and I really hope he returns. Is he my favorite of the MCU villains? No, but I do still really like him, and I love Ultron so much. I love evil AI characters. I don't know, I just like them. And I love classic Ultron so much, and I wanted this figure for so long, but it took me, literally, I think it dropped in like August of 2021, and I didn't get it till November, and I found it at a comic store, New Dimension Comics, which is where I got it. And yeah, I was so happy, because this figure, I don't buy an insane amount of Marvel Legends compared to like most reviewers, but this might be in my top 5 favorite Marvel Legends. It's not my favorite, but it's in my top 5. But, before we get to this glorious figure, which you should definitely pick up, let's take a look at the box. You got Marvel, Ultron, Hasbro, clear window, little sticker from New Dimension Comics, Marvel Legends, little Ultron logo there, Ursa Major Build-A-Figure Wave, 4+, warnings, some cool classic artwork of Ultron on both sides. That's awesome. Same kind of artwork on the back. Robot, maniacal genius, science experiment gone wrong. Ultron is the supreme weapon of mass destruction, and a mortal threat to the Avengers and all humankind. Here's Ursa Major Wave, got him. No, I don't got him. Here's the BAF. I have him. Might review him next. Wanted her. Not gonna get the rest of them. I mainly wanted Ultron. The very second I saw that he was announced, I needed him so bad, because I've been wanting classic figures of Ultron and Zemo for the longest time, and they finally made Ultron, and they made Zemo, but Zemo's a Walgreens exclusive, so it's gonna be a little bit hard to get him. But first, let's take a look at the Build-A-Figure piece. It's a giant bear arm. There's not much to say. The fur texture is really good. It's got a little bit of brown shading, but I'm never going to complete this Build-A-Figure. A little interesting with the hinge, goes really deep into the hand there. Claw's kind of sharp, Loki. But yeah, it's this bear arm. Let's get to his actual accessories that matter. I say matter. I don't ever use any of his accessories with him, but he comes with 2 fisted hands, which are nice and chrome and look amazing. The pegs, I think, are a little chrome, or they might just be in the plastic, but the hinges are painted, and as you saw there, it would focus. Yeah, it chips away. That's like the one only flaw I think I have with this figure. Nice sculpting. Then you have an alternative open hand to grab nothing, because he doesn't come with anything to hold. And his final accessory is in his mouth. Sounded a little weird, but yeah, it's this like crackle, whatever you call it, effect. Because I know, like, was it Kirby's? I'm god awful with comic history, but I think it's called the Kirby Crackle. Could be completely wrong with the name, I'm not the brightest person on earth. But yeah, and that's to emulate it. And it's kind of cool. Got a little bit of fire with the orbs in it. It looks pretty cool. You can remove it, and his mouth is just so dark gunmetal gray on the inside, which is not the worst thing ever. I don't actually mind it. Okay, let's get him standing. He kind of has a hard time standing, but I suck at standing figures, and that's... Oh yeah, here's it out. Oh, I dropped it. I mean, I just make the best reviews on YouTube, honestly. But yeah, here's it out of his mouth. Looks kind of cool. Got some, I think it's molded in a transparent yellow, but has, a little bit of orange painted in it. And yeah, I don't know if you saw, but he did fall over between it. And yeah, I love this figure so much. Oh my god. Number one, very obvious. He's very shiny. He's coated in this nice paint, which is durable because, as you'll see during the comparisons, I'm not the most careful with my figures. And if it's a figure I really like, I mess around with it a lot. It gets bashed around, and also I don't like put them on a shelf. I put them in a bag. And if they're lucky, if you can see I'm not careful with it, and if they're lucky, they get sat on the floor beside the bag, so I can just pick them up. But yeah, I don't take great care of them. But you can see the silver's held up pretty well. That's a dent, but I think that's just on the figure itself. But you can see some scuff marks, but I think that's from, like, bending his leg really hard. The most scuffage you'll see is on the elbows. You can see that's just completely come off, and that's coming off. And on the knees, too, because that's going to be articulated a lot. There's really no way around it. If you're going to articulate them, it's going to scrape, but it's actually not that noticeable. Let's just get into the details, because he is simplistic, but he is awesome. That head sculpt. That is Ultron. I love that so much. Like, oh, look at that. He's got his little nosy thingies there. It's a little weird why he has a nose, but, like, completely hollow. The top, actually, no, not the top. The jaw is a separate piece, and it's a bit rubbery, which is good, because you don't want these breaking, which we'll see later on multiple Ultrons. But yeah, these are rubbery. They can bend a little, but, they stick out nice. Got some nice red paint there. Beautiful sculpting. Got some spikes on his shoulders, look great. Some line work, and then just really muscle body. These are like a separate piece, like the Stormtrooper shoulders, so they like rotate with it. Nice simplistic, a little weird paint thing there, but I think that might be paint splotches for just this figure alone. Love how they did the waist articulation. They hide it with the belt. He is caked the hell up. And some nice little lines. I love the little lines on him. They don't make any sense, but I love them. You got more lines on his arms. Come down to his forearms. Almost forgot the word. Actually, this is the greatest hidden articulation, because it does not look like he has a thigh joint there. But he does. It's so well implemented with those lines. I love it so much. Also, he is pinless, which looks gorgeous. It's nice sculpt work over down to the feet. He does have thrusters. And you can, put an Iron Man thing in it. Let me grab. These, I believe, came with the stealth suit Iron Man, but you can kinda. Oh, I guess not. I was gonna say, I thought you could put it in there. I mean, if you're careful, really careful with it, you can, have him flying with the red ones. But yeah, this figure is great. Let me just lay him down while I put these blast effects away. Articulation, he has a hinge joint, but it's terrifyingly tight on this figure, but you don't even really need it, because look at that. That's really great, and that's not even arching it back. That's just all the way up with the ball joint. And like I said, it's really tight, but yeah. I'm scared to move. I don't want to break him. I've broken so many Ultrons. Little tilt, rotates. No dumbbell joint, but honestly, I think they might not have done that because the line's there or something. I don't know. Like, dumbbell joints are cool, like bobbing the head back and forth, but they up and down, they suck so bad. And also, I broke a Spider-Man with the dumbbell joints, and I'm terrified. Arms rotate, hinge out really far. Upper arm rotation, double jointed elbow, it's gonna scrape, hinge in and out, rotates. No up and down on any of the hinges, but he's not gonna be like... Oh yeah, this is the only open hand he has. Don't know why he doesn't have two open hands, but can get him like going like, Avengers, la 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 la. You know what I mean? Because that's what Ultron sounds like. Kind of crunches forward, but like most ab crunches, they suck. Goes back, looks a little weird, but goes side to side, rotates, has a waist rotation, looks great, kicks forward that far, can't kick back at all, because like I said before, look at that fatty, Jesus Christ. You can get him going, you can get a little arch going on there. Dang, shawty. Anyway, he does have the, the Hasbro and, stuff molded and little thing painted on the back, and that sucks. Because, like, yeah, I love this cool feet detail, but I'd rather no feet detail and all the word stuff be there than cool feet detail and all the words on his back thighs. It's kind of annoying, but and since it's silver, it's not that noticeable. You know. Yeah, those aren't even painted. Would have been made more sense to be a little bit of a lighter silver, but yeah. He also has a rotation here, which is interesting. Then the hinge up and down, and a rocker. His ankles are a little scary. I'm scared to move him a lot because I broke so many Ultrons, which we shall see in the comparisons. This is also the best Ultron figure ever. Yeah. I don't know if I really showed his chest. Little thingy going around. Some lines down there. Love this Ultron design so much. Look at how shiny he is. Both the lights reflecting off of him. Let's just get through the normal ones. Moon Knight. He towers over Moon Knight. Oh my god, this guy in his jetpack. Jet Trooper, Mando, Death Watch, Mandalorian, not Jet Trooper. I got confused because I was talking about his jetpack. Riddler, Foundation. Yeah, Ultron's bigger than Foundation. That totally makes sense. And Siege Shockwave for a Voyager class Transformers comparison. Now let's get to the fun stuff. Here is Comic Thanos. And if you want me to review any of these figures, just let me know in the comments below. Love this guy so much. Here he is next to what will probably be my next review, the Stealth Suit Iron Man. And the AI Iron Man, which is just classic comic Iron Man. They look great together. Having these two together, oh my god, it was a dream come true, because they just look great together. We need a pinless updated version of this figure. There is an updated version, but it doesn't have the pins, which sucks. Now let's get to the Ultron comparisons. Here he is next to the Build-A-Figure. He a little wonky because he been in the bag. This is the 10 Years of Marvel one, because my normal BAF, that figure came. And the weird thing is, he was kind of broken when I got him, because I actually completed him because, like, the figures were discounted at Walmart for $10, and it was just my birthday, and I got two for, not Christmas, my birthday, Jesus Christ. But yeah, and I put them together, and the one arm the peg was too small to fit in the hole, so I had to, like, sticky tack it in. But yeah, this is a superior, buy this one instead. It looks great, but we need a new Ultron because this is still not the greatest figure. But yeah, that's him. Here he is next to another Marvel Legends Ultron, a design that I actually really like. Got this guy off of eBay because he came in a box set. And he came in the package with this broken off because it was used. But like this antenna broke off, which is why you can see a little bit of blue there. But yeah, I got him like right before I got him, so it kind of killed the coolness of this guy. But yeah, he's really short. But yeah, here he is next to my childhood Ultron, and yeah, I can tell he's lost his shoulder pads, both the antennas broke and his arm broke off. But this is the figure that was like, oh, made me fall in love with this design, because I was like, I wanted an Ultron figure. I got in a 2-pack, like a comic 2-pack with Mr. Fantastic, and oh, I love that Ultron until I violently broke him. But yeah, look at that. Although he did have it, like, the cackle, like, painted in, which I kind of wish they did on here. Because, like, yeah, he still looks cool and the effect is cool, but if you're not using the effect, it's just kind of dull. But at the same time, oh, I love the look of it, dude. I love this figure so much. And finally, the one which will be most people's comparison is here he is next to the Marvel Select Ultron, which I got for Christmas back in 2017. And surprise, surprise, his antenna's broken. Yeah, if you're not careful, the antennas break on Ultrons very easily. But I think these will hold up because they feel not as sturdy, which is a good thing because these are like really sturdy, so they're obviously going to break easily. But the more pliable they are, the better. Because yeah, they might bend and be warped out of shape really easily, but that means that this doesn't happen, and I hope it doesn't happen to this figure. God, I love it so much. But like, yeah, you can see stark difference between these. Like, yeah, he's got all the lines painted in, and he's got, like, nice shading on the silver. But I kind of prefer just the blank, bright silver. I don't know, it just gives me a more classic comic feel. Because, classic comics, they didn't add insane details. They were just, like this Iron Man, just flat, bright colors, and I love that. And that's what I love about this Ultron, because these two, they look good, but, like, he is so over-detailed. I still love him, though. But I love this guy more. Also, I saw him because, like, some Marvel stop motion, and I thought he looked really cute. This Ultron looks cute and cuddly. This one looks like it'll kill you in your sleep. Like, especially at those heads. Like, come on now. What was Select thinking, bro? This cute, cuddly Ultron, like, he's like, I want to give you a hug. And he's like, I'm gonna murder your entire family, and then laugh. That got a little dark fast. But yeah, that's been my review, Love this figure. Do I recommend it? Hell yes. It feels phenomenal. Besides them ankles, but I'd always have a problem with Marvel Legends ankles. But, like, I bet you if you put a little bit of heat to it, work it a bit, or at least try to work the joint a bit, you could probably get it going good. But this figure, it blew me away when I got it. Like, number one, it looks phenomenal. It feels phenomenal. It's one of the best modern Marvel Legends I've ever bought and felt. It looks great. Oh, I love it so much. It was a dream come true. I've been wanting an awesome Marvel Legends Ultron for so long, and this figure delivers on it spectacularly. I don't think they could ever make an Ultron that can top this. This is phenomenal. If you go on my Instagram at MoonKnightXO, you can see upcoming reviews and sometimes pick the next upcoming reviews. But yeah, if you saw my top 10 figures of 2021, he was number 3, only beaten out by the not Far From Home, No Way Home, like, upgraded or integrated suit, the one with the gold spider. But I broke that guy's head off within 5 minutes of having it out of the package because I wanted to swap the heads. Didn't go well. And, of course, I got the Hot Toys Thanos, which I might review on this channel. Stay tuned. But, yeah, he was number 3. Great figure of a great character. Oh, I love Ultron. I love this figure. Definitely buy it if you like Ultron, Marvel, or just love really cool robot guys. But yeah, I do kind of wish that they did, like, paint inside his mouth, like that little ladybug looking thing going on. Because the gunmetal gray, it's a little weird. This guy had it painted in, and it looks really cool. But, I guess it gives more emphasis to the eyes, I don't hate it. It still looks cool, still looks menacing. I just wish it was painted in there. It's my only complaint. The paint chipping, which I don't see how they couldn't have it paint chip, although they could have molded it in a brighter silver. And that little gunmetal gray. That's my only complaints with this figure. It's practically perfection. It's a 9.5 out of 10. Not that I give number ratings to figures. But yeah. Like, subscribe. Go check out my previous reviews. I think my last review was Chaos Agent. Go check that out. And yeah, sorry I was gone for so long. I had a busy week. I saw Panic at the Disco live. I saw John Mulaney live. Hung out with my friend for a couple days before he moved away, Was a very excellent week, but I'm glad to be back. Gonna be doing a lot more reviews, probably a lot more Marvel Legends and Transformers, since that's what seems to be best on the channel, and Fortnite, but I don't have any more Fortnite figures. But yeah, and I'll be hopefully praying I can get this job soon, so I can get even more figures to review for you guys. So yeah, ow, hit my elbow on my bed, because if you don't know, my setup's right next to my bed. I'm gonna do a room tour sometime. But yeah, I'm rambling on. But yeah, this will most likely be my next review, because it's also a phenomenal figure. Doesn't beat my baby, though. Might be my 3rd favorite Marvel Legends. I think it is. Only topped by, I think, John Walker and the MCU First 10 Years Iron Man Mark 7. But yeah, that's about it. Like I said, check out my Instagram, like, subscribe, check out the previous views, and hope you have a wonderful day. You better hurry before, Ultron, gets into your, browser history and leaks all the, things you search up, when you realize you're brain dead, you gotta Google everything in a conversation. What do you think I was talking about? You think I was talking about some dirty stuff? Oh, bro, get your head out the gutter, boy. And peace out. Yeah. For now, till Ultron returns and brings hell upon this planet because, humans are evil and machines are the future. It might as well wipe us out. We're kind of a hot mess. I agree with Ultron.